Most people think they already understand South Africa. They think they know what daily life looks like here. They think a few headlines, a few viral clips, and a few opinions are enough. But daily life in South Africa is not something you understand from the outside, it's something you feel. And today, we are not talking about news, or extremes, or stereotypes. We are talking about normal life. The kind of life that millions of people live every single day, without cameras, without drama, without attention, because that is where the real story exists. Daily life in South Africa begins with awareness. People don't move through their days on autopilot. They think before they act, they plan before they decide. Not because life is dangerous every moment, but because experience has taught them. Awareness creates control. Mornings often start early. You hear gates opening, cars starting, people walking with purpose, children heading to school. Nothing looks extreme. Nothing looks chaotic. And that is the first surprise. Life here is quieter than most people expect. Housing plays a major role in shaping daily routines. South Africa doesn't have one single lifestyle. It has many realities existing side by side. Townhouses, shared homes, standalone houses, informal areas. Luxury exists, struggle exists, but most people live somewhere in between, not chasing status. They are chasing balance. Balance between safety and affordability. Balance between distance and time. Balance between comfort and responsibility. Housing decisions are practical, not emotional. People choose locations carefully. They learn which areas fit their routines. They adjust when life changes. Adaptation becomes normal. Food is another part of daily life that outsiders often misunderstand. Cooking at home is common. Very common. Meals are planned. Groceries are bought with intention. Waste is avoided. Eating out exists, but it is not a daily habit for most people. Food is not about showing off. It is about maintaining rhythm. Markets and grocery stores are part of weekly routines. Fresh produce is accessible. Meals are simple, but consistent. Consistency creates stability, and stability is one of the most valuable things in daily life. Transportation shapes every day. People think carefully about how they move. Roads matter, timing matters, cost matters. Some people drive, some use ride-hailing services, some walk, many combine different options. What matters is efficiency. Long commutes are avoided when possible. Living closer to work often matters more. More space. Time is treated as a resource. Now pause for a moment. If your daily life depended on planning, adaptation, and awareness, how would you live differently? Would you slow down? Would you prepare more? Would you value peace over appearance? Think about that. And if this question resonates with you, share your thoughts in the comments. Because understanding daily life starts with understanding priorities. Community plays a quiet but powerful role. People greet each other. They talk. They exchange information. Life is not lived entirely online. It is lived in conversations, in shared spaces, in small moments. Weekends are slower. Not because life is easy, because rest is protected. People gather. They sit, they talk, they breathe. These moments create balance. Challenges exist. They are not ignored. Electricity interruptions affect routines. People adapt. They plan. They adjust schedules. Safety awareness is part of daily thinking. People learn boundaries. They learn patterns. But fear does not dominate life. Awareness does. Daily life in South Africa is not about extremes, it is about navigation. Navigating routines, navigating systems, navigating uncertainty. And this navigation becomes second nature. By the end of the day, most people are not thinking about headlines. They are thinking about tomorrow. About responsibilities. About maintaining balance. This is where the real story begins. Because daily life is not what people talk about. It's what people live. As the day continues in South Africa, daily life becomes less about movement and more about decision making. Every choice carries weight. Not heavy weight, but constant weight. People learn quickly that small decisions, repeated every day, shape long-term stability. Money is one of the biggest factors in these decisions. Not wealth, not luxury. Just money as a tool. In South Africa, money is not only about how much you earn. It is about how carefully you manage it. Two people can earn the same amount and live completely different lives. One feels pressure, the other feels control. The difference is not luck, is structure. People plan their spending, they prioritize essentials, they avoid unnecessary risks. Impulse decisions create stress. Decisions create peace. This mindset develops early. Groceries are bought with intention. Bills are tracked. Costs are anticipated, because people lack ambition, but because stability is valued. Work life reflects this reality. Some people work in offices. Some work remotely. Some work in formal jobs. Some manage multiple income streams. Job security is not assumed. Because of that, people stay flexible. They build skills, explore options, they prepare for change. This flexibility becomes a form of strength. People are not defined by one role, defined by their ability to adapt. Transportation decisions continue to shape the day. Time matters, distance matters, efficiency matters. People learn which routes are reliable, which times are better, which choices reduce stress. Wasting time creates pressure, managing time creates balance. This is why routines are respected. Routines reduce uncertainty, and uncertainty is exhausting. As the afternoon passes, energy is managed carefully. People do not rush everything, they pace themselves. Because daily life is not about speed. It is about sustainability. Think about this for a moment. If your daily life required constant planning, careful spending, and flexible thinking, would it make you anxious, or would it make you disciplined? There is no single answer. But in South Africa, this way of living creates resilience. Resilience that does not need to be loud. Resilience that does not seek attention. It simply works. Social interactions continue throughout the day. People talk, they exchange information, they warn, they advise. Community is practical here. It is not always emotional, it is functional. Information is shared because it helps. Advice is given because it protects. This creates a quiet network of support. Even challenges are managed through communication. Nothing is perfect, systems fail, delays happen. But people adjust. They do not stop living. As evening approaches, daily priorities change. Work slows, movement decreases. Homes become the center of life. People focus on rest, on family, on preparation for the next day. The goal is not excitement, the goal is balance. Daily life in South Africa teaches one powerful lesson. Control is not about eliminating problems. It is about responding to them calmly. And those who learn this find life more manageable. Not easier, but steadier. This steady approach is what allows people to keep going day after day without burning out. And as we move forward, this foundation becomes even more important, because daily life here is not built on comfort. It is built on awareness, discipline, and choice. As the day moves deeper, daily life in South Africa becomes less about action and more about mindset. This is where the real difference appears. People here do not expect systems to work perfectly. They expect themselves to adjust. This expectation changes everything. When something doesn't go as planned, panic is rarely the first response. Adjustment is. Backup options are normal. Alternative plans are normal. Flexibility is normal. This mindset is not taught. It is learned through experience, through repetition, through reality, through time. One of the most important lessons daily life teaches is understanding control. People learn what they can control and what they cannot. Control preparation. They control routines. They control reactions. They do not waste energy fighting what is outside their control. This creates emotional discipline. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening?" people ask, "What do I do next?" That single shift, life manageable. Another powerful influence is responsibility. Many people carry responsibility beyond themselves. Children, parents, family, shared households. Decisions are rarely made alone. This responsibility adds pressure, but it also adds purpose. People think long-term. They consider consequences. They weigh risks carefully. Short-term excitement is often sacrificed for long-term stability. Because ambition is missing, but because responsibility matters. Daily life also sharpens emotional awareness. People learn to read situations, to sense tension, to understand boundaries. Social awareness becomes survival awareness. This does not mean people are cold, it means they are observant. Choose peace over conflict, distance over drama, calm over reaction. This awareness protects mental energy. Another defining feature of daily life, trust. South Africa is not uniform, different realities exist side by side. Wealth and struggle, modern and informal, opportunity and limitation. People learn to coexist with contrast without letting it define their identity. Comparison exists, but it does not always dominate. Many people stop measuring life by what others have. They measure it by progress. Small improvements matter. Better routines, smarter decisions, stronger habits. These are victories even if no one sees them. Patience becomes a core skill. Things take time, processes move slowly, results are gradual. People who survive and grow learn to respect time. They understand that consistency is more powerful than speed. They show up, they continue. Even when motivation fades, this persistence becomes part of identity. By the end of the day, success is not measured by achievements alone. It is measured by resilience. Did you adapt? Did you stay balanced? Did you protect your energy? If the answer is yes, the day was successful. Now pause for a moment. If your life required this level of awareness, discipline, and patience, would it make you stronger, or would it exhaust you? Share your thoughts in the comments. Because understanding daily life in South Africa is not about judging it. It is about understanding what kind of mindset it creates. And that mindset is what truly defines life here. This is where everything comes together. Daily life in South Africa is not defined by one factor. Not money, not safety, not opportunity, not struggle. It is defined by choice. Every day, people make small deliberate choices that quietly shape their lives. Where to live, how to spend, when to move, who to trust, what to prioritize. These choices are not random, they are shaped by experience. Experience teaches people here that awareness matters more than confidence and preparation matters more than hope. Those who manage daily life well are not always the strongest or the luckiest. They are the most adaptable. Adaptability becomes a foundation. People learn that waiting for perfect conditions is unrealistic. Conditions are rarely perfect. Instead, they focus on creating stability, imperfect systems. This mindset changes how success is measured. Success is not about having everything. It is about maintaining balance while moving forward. It is about building systems that protect peace, routines, boundaries. These are not limitations, they are tools. They reduce stress, they create predictability, they preserve energy. Over time, this creates a sense of control. Not control over life itself, but control over how life is handled. Perspective also changes. People who live here long enough stop romanticizing extremes, not glorify struggle. They do not chase constant luxury. They value balance. Balance between caution and freedom. Balance between ambition and rest. Balance between effort and patience. This balance is learned, not inherited, not taught. Learned through mistakes, through consequences, through time. Community remains a quiet strength. Despite differences, despite inequality, despite challenges, people rely on one another. Information is shared, advice is given, warnings are passed along. Life feels lighter when it is not carried along. Daily life in South Africa is not about surviving fear or chasing opportunity. It is about navigation. Navigating routines, navigating systems, navigating uncertainty. And over time, this navigation becomes instinct. Life becomes manageable. Not easy, not perfect, but real. Now consider this final question. If your daily life required you to be aware, patient, and intentional, would you resist it or would you grow from it? That question is the real difference between observing a place and understanding it. Daily life in South Africa does not promise comfort, offers clarity, and clarity, when embraced, changes how life is lived. This is the reality most people never see. Not because it is hidden, it is quiet. And quiet truths are often the most powerful.